Hey everyone, it's Anna, and today I'm making some dill pickle dip. I made a version of this dip from the Philly Dips Party Handbook several videos ago. That one turned out really thick and kind of like a spread. It tasted good, the texture was just a little off. Back in May, my husband and a friend and I went to Saugatuck, and this dill pickle dip actually popped up on the menu of one of our favorite restaurants, The Southerner. If you ever get to Saugatuck, you have to try this place. Best fried chicken, best biscuits, best catfish of my life. So highly recommend. And I really wanted to sort of reproduce this at home. So I messed around with some proportions and some ingredients, and I think I'm pretty close. To make this dip, you're going to need 4 ounces of cream cheese. Make sure this is really, really soft. 4 ounces of sour cream, half a cup of dill pickles. I'm just using sliced dill pickle chips. 1/4 of a cup of pickle juice, 1 teaspoon of dried dill, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, and just a few dashes of your favorite hot sauce. I'm using Frank's. I think we have everything. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is chop up my pickles. So you can do this by hand. I like doing this in a food processor because the pieces get very, very small, and that's kind of what you want, just kind of like flecks of pickle. So let's throw this in here and chop these up. All right, doesn't take too long. I still have a few big pieces in here. I'm gonna scrape down the bowl and pulse it one more time. Ooh, I always lose this thing. All right. Yeah, that looks good, that looks good. It ends up looking something like this. It's like just little pulverized pieces of pickle. Love that alliteration. So next you want to blend up your cream cheese. I like to use a hand mixer for this, and you want to make sure that this is very soft. If you blend up your cream cheese before adding anything else, you end up with a lot fewer lumps. That's why it's so important to have it soft. That kind of goes for any recipe really that has cream cheese in it. So next I'm going to add my sour cream. I'll blend those together just a little bit before moving on. All right, scrape this down. I should probably get a bigger spatula out. I think all of the ones that I have are dirty, so we'll go with this teeny tiny. Yeah, that feels really nice. It's super smooth, very soft. So next I'm gonna add my pickle juice. And we blend again. Start off slow with this because you don't want liquid splashing all over the place. Okay, so that's all combined. You can see that this is getting just a little bit thinner. I finally switched to a bigger spatula. Scrape that. It's a lot of blending and scraping, this recipe, but it really doesn't take that long. And you can kind of eat this right away too. You know, the flavors do develop more over time, but it tastes excellent as soon as you mix everything together, if you need something a little bit last minute. All right, so we're just gonna throw in a few dashes of hot sauce, as many or as few as you would like. That looks pretty good. Just give it a little zest. And then add our pickles. I love pickles. I loved pickles growing up. I feel like you were either a pickle kid or not. There was not really a middle ground. Were you a pickle kid? Let me know in the comments down below. And your spices, just the teaspoon of dried dill and the teaspoon of garlic salt. And we're gonna blend that up one last time. It smells really good. If you like pickles. If you don't like pickles, why are you watching this video? I've got a lot of other videos that you might like better. All right, and that kind of does it. I'm gonna scrape this down one last time, and that's it. You've got everything in here. You've got it all blended together. It's a really nice texture, just what you want. I think it's time to give it a taste. So here's what we've got. I have a little bit of it in my bowl here. I personally like to eat this with salty potato chips, whatever your favorite regional brand is. In the Philly Dips Party Handbook, it suggested pretzels for serving. That was fine too, but I think the extra salty potato chips just kind of matched it a little bit better. I already know what this tastes like, but I'm gonna taste it anyway because I really like it. Okay, get a little bit of that on your chip. That's so good. We've got quite a bit of like a tangy sourness from the pickle in there. You could probably use fresh dill if you're fancy. I'm not that fancy. You might consider adding more pickle to this. I think this is kind of the amount that I would want. This seems like the amount that they had at the restaurant. I'm pleased with this. I'm gonna have another one. I could just film myself eating the rest of this, but I will spare you. This is a very, very easy dip to make. The results are excellent. If you have any pickle fans in your life, you might want to make this for them. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate you coming back to my videos every week. If you like this video, you might like my other videos and you might consider subscribing. Thanks again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.